Hey guys, welcome back to the Snapring Chronicles. Today we have another tool video for you. Something a little bit different, not the usual ratchet video. But before we get started, if you can give me a like and consider subscribing to my channel if you find this type of content interesting or helpful. Okay, today we have this Quinn diagonal cutters, 7-inch diagonal cutters. It says harden cutting edges, stay sharp longer, oil resistant, TPR grip, high strength forged steel. The item number is 64105 and lifetime warranty on this item. And this is the Quinn brand. Harbor Freight, they run like the good, better, best type of tool nameplates. So Quinn is kind of in the middle of Pittsburgh and Doyle. Doyle is like their best, Quinn is like their better, and Pittsburgh is like their good. And I think there's an Icon diagonal cutter. It's I think they call it the flush cut plier, and that one I guess is their very best, because that one I think is $40 just for one plier. So anyhow, these are made in China. So let's take a look what we get here. Okay, these seem like a decent pair of side cutters. They have like a thick rubber handle here, which has like a finger guard up here. Let me see how long these are. Yeah, it's about 7 1/4 from the tip all the way to the bottom. Well, 7 1/8. This is what the sides look like. These are what the jaws look like. These seem pretty good, pretty handy. I have an ancient pair of side cutters ever since I was a kid, and they still work, believe it or not. They're made in Korea, if you can believe that. And I was figuring, oh, I probably need an upgrade. But so I saw these. These are, I think, these are $5.99, which isn't a bad price. Okay, I just want to do a quick test here to see how these cut. Just different types of wires, different gauges. I don't know the number of the gauges of these wires, so here's a regular like electrical appliance wire. Yeah, takes it off pretty good, no problem here. And here's like a solid core bendable wire. Let's see what it does with this. Yeah, that too. No problem. Okay, here's like a small threaded core type wire. That one's no problem. Here's a thinner gauge, small gauge wire. That one, no problem either. Okay. To really test this, I wanted to see how this does against guitar strings. So these strings are, I think, from 50 to 13 gauge. So let's start with the thicker ones, and we'll go down to the center ones, see what this does. Okay. Cuts to 50, no problem. I think this is like a 40 something gauge. And no problem there. This is like a 30 something gauge guitar wire. Again, no problem. This is like 20 something gauge. No problem. Here's another, probably, I'm not sure, 20 or 30 something gauge. That one's no problem. Here's the 13 gauge. It's the smallest one here. Let me see. Yep, that one's no problem. And I got a small piece of 10 gauge guitar wire. Let's see if this will handle the 10 gauge. Yep, that one got cut. And here's a tiny hair. I don't know if you can pick this up on camera. A tiny hair gauge, probably like a 5 or a 6 gauge. This is the wire that wraps around the guitar wires, like the thicker guitar wires. It's very thin. It's like hair thin. Let's see if it'll cut that. Yep, it cut that. So, okay, not a bad performance from this Quinn side cutter. Seems like it's pretty good quality for $6. If you're looking for a decent pair of side cutters from Harbor Freight, you would probably do well to take a look at these. They get good reviews. I think Harbor Freight reviews over 500 reviews on these. I think 4.8 out of 5. So a pretty decent set of side cutters for a little change. Okay guys, until next time.